Hello and welcome to Peeves and Qs. This is the podcast where we talk to each other and ask each other questions and talk about what's annoying us each and every week. Who's with me? We have Clever Girl.
Hi.
Chocolate Thunder. Mischief Gay.
Hey.
Carmen Said Go.
Hi.
What's coming, L?
Hello.
I'm Mr. Red, and we are trying to do a fast one today, so we're going fast.
We're doing quickies.
Peeves and Qs, if you didn't hear, is the name of the show. I am still Mr. Red. How are you guys? How's it going?
Great. We're really tired.
Yeah, it's late, but we're having high energy today. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good one.
I've had a great day with you, y'all.
What?
What? With who?
Yeah, it's been fun. We went swimming.
Yeah, which I've never been swimming with Chocolate Thunder.
I love swimming.
I've been in. I was gonna say we have been by a pool, but we have never been in a pool together.
We've been pool adjacent.
Yes. Oh yeah, the parties last summer.
Yeah.
2 summers ago.
2 summers ago.
Ew.
I know.
Yeah,
It's been 2 years ago.
Well,
I ate a whole cup of jalapenos.
And almost
Why? I don't know.
Why? Because of that sunburn you had.
Yeah.
yeah, you're sunburned pretty bad. What did you spend all day doing? Why are you so sunburned?
It was kayaking. I don't know why. But
But
like my shoulders were exposed and I put sunscreen on them and there's nothing.
Probably just the
there.
angulation with your legs like straight
The
out in
what?
front of you. The angulation.
Okay.
Is that not a word?
I probably not.
Strangulation is a word.
Is what I'm going to do to Mr. Red if he keeps laughing at me.
Well, stop being so funny.
Okay, so what day did you go kayaking?
Thursday.
Oh, okay, so now it's now Saturday, and you spent all day today
Doing what?
Baling hay.
baling hay.
Guys, it was like 95 degrees.
No,
out
it was
today.
like 102.
It was 102.
Yeah, it was.
Like 110.
The real feel was way higher.
Yeah, 110 with the heat index.
It was the worst day.
So that's insane that you decided to, well, not you, but you all decided to do that today.
No.
All right, well, cool. I've been good. Let's move on. We're going to do our second segment, which is Peeves, and we talk about what's annoying us each and every week.
What's coming? El, do you have one?
Yeah, what's coming out? Do you have one?
No? The sunburn on your leg isn't a
Yeah. Oh, that's but I don't know.
All right, cool.
I do have one.
Yes, go.
Okay.
It's
It was what Clever Girl and I talked about this via text a little while ago.
Yes.
I don't actually know if this is what you're thinking now.
Okay, we'll bring it up.
But, because you're like, yes.
Yes.
We've talked about body image on this podcast before. I know we have into some context. But I recently was at something, I won't say what, where there was a lot of comparing of different people's bodies to each other, I guess, in a competition and competitive nature.
A pageant.
Yes, we'll say it's a pageant. But just knowing that all of these contestants are probably in the best shape that they could possibly be in, and still seeing like, a pretty big range of body types go past, and knowing that weighs in on a decision of who's advancing to a next round was just crazy to me.
Well, that's... Excuse me.
So yeah, my peeve is being that as much as we say that doesn't matter, or as much as we say that doesn't weigh into decision factors, it's just in anything, getting a job, getting whatever.
It does.
It does.
It does.
It absolutely does.
I have two opposite thoughts about that. One is that sucks, and that those situations are bad. The other one is that's kind of what they're for, though, is for the beauty or...
Well, I guess if you say, well, what is whatever the organization being, what is their actual mission statement? What should it be? And is that actually what it is?
Yeah.
So...
I mean... These things
changing.
are flawed.
That's changing, yeah.
They're flawed fundamentally anyway,
Yes.
and they shouldn't exist.
But even in anything, not necessarily just that, but that brought it to my attention again that like there are other things, and it's not necessarily ever going to go away. Like if you go into an audition and you need to look a certain way for the part, that's just the way it's going to be. But my best shape of my life and someone else's best shape of their life aren't going to be the same necessarily.
No.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll touch on it just a touch. I completely, I try not to let my weight impact anything that I do, and I do work on it a lot, or try to. and I forgot how sensitive I can be to it. My grandfather, like a couple of weeks ago, he's had a stroke, so you can't really take anything that he says super serious. I mean, when people have strokes, they just kind of don't have that filter anymore.
My grandpa has had 3 strokes, and I don't think that that's true.
I don't want to think that either. And I try to hold him accountable for what he says, because I think if you allow them to do that, then they just will do it more.
Correct.
But he probably didn't mean it to sound the way it was. But I rode my bike down to their house, and then I immediately walked into the house, and he was like, "I saw you on your bike, yeah, dropping that weight." And I literally just started crying and turned around and walked out of the house. I was just like, I'm not doing this. And it just reminds you how sensitive it can be and how
Definitely.
it shouldn't be.
I think your grandpa says things and doesn't know if he's joking or not until he sees your reaction.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely said things to me that, I could have taken personally or not, and then if I'm just oh, yeah, and look away, then he'll act as if, it was one, but if I laugh it off, then he'll be like, haha, yeah, I was joking. So.
Yeah. That's very true. Gay?
Gay?
You got a peeve?
Gay what?
Gay what?
Happy Pride.
Oh, it's,
It's the end of Pride, last day of Pride.
You're dating us. This is going to come
Who
out
cares?
2 weeks from now, so.
Spoiler alert, we had recorded this on June 30th.
Great. Well, do you have a peeve for us?
Okay, so it's kind of sort of related to that. It's not a sister to that question, but I guess maybe a distant cousin.
You got your cousins, and then you got your second cousin.
You got your first cousin.
I'm starting a timer.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't even know how to put
Oh
it
my God.
into words. I'm sorry.
Stop! Leave him alone.
Okay, so
You got a story that goes along with it or anything?
yeah, but I don't know if I want to tell the story.
You want me to go first while you think about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Chocolate Thunder's gonna take over for him to gather his thoughts.
My peeve is people who drive on the expressway. I've been doing a lot of back and forth expressway driving recently, and I don't usually take the expressway that I took the last couple days. So I'm driving fucking 85 miles an hour, and there is multiple cars passing me and making me get over in the slow lane. I'm like, I am going 15 miles over the speed limit. You don't need to go another 15 more than what I'm doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Literally makes me so mad. I'm trying to save your life. Stay behind me.
Yes.
I agree.
That's my fucking peeve. I hate driving in the express with assholes.
I agree.
And it's only that one expressway. It's 75 or Ann Arbor. If you go to Ann Arbor is fine. Or 23 is fine. I think it's 75.
75 is always
fine.
crazy.
Fuck all those drivers.
Yeah, Metro Detroit, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
where
why
are you
do you-
going?
You don't need to go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
85 is fine.
Well, and you always end up passing them again,
Right, because
down
they
the
had to
road.
slow down for whoever else.
And then you're flipping them off the whole way haha, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's my peeve because it made me really mad.
I agree. That is so infuriating when you're already going fast and someone's just like, I can do it better, I can go faster.
Yes.
Even if I'm not going fast and someone tries to pass me, I speed up. I'm that person that's like, no, you're not going to go around me.
I don't get that.
I hate playing car tag, road rage tag, because I know that I'm gonna be the one that ends up in the fucking accident, but you're the one that was the asshole.
Yeah, for sure.
It's true. All right, cool. Clever girl.
Oh, boy.
Yep, that's me. I don't know. I don't really have one this week.
You don't have a peeve this week?
I mean,
you want to substitute in a positive thought? What's cool this week? What do you like this week?
I'm on vacation.
You are, yeah, because as we mentioned, it is the 30th of June, which means the 40th of July is going to be this week.
The 4th of July.
Right, and
Yeah.
so you are off for that,
Yep,
right?
but my entire office closes that week. I'm really excited.
You're closed for the whole week.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So all those bitches with tooth pain, sorry, we're not going to be there.
That's crazy.
I know. What they do is they close the entire building so they can do maintenance on it.
So, what if somebody needs to get in right now?
We have offices that we refer out to. And so when they call our office, it will
go to them.
go to them. Yeah. And there's a doctor on call. Like, you know, this doctor will do it these 2 days, and this doctor will do it these 2 days. So
that's super interesting.
Yeah, but my ass ain't going up there if they got an emergency. No way, no how. So there. That's my positive thought. Vacations, they're important. And I haven't really planned anything for this vacation.
Yeah, isn't it
which
nice?
I'm really excited about, because people have just been coming up like, oh, you want to do this? You want to do this? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah, but now that just means your entire vacation is full of things that are just
but they
random.
weren't things that I had to plan, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah, but isn't it so much better to not do anything ever?
Ever? Do you know me?
Yeah, I know. And you like when you do, when you can, but you don't do.
What?
That wasn't a sentence.
Well, why don't I go?
Okay.
I think that's cool that you're on vacation. I'm not.
I know, you're jealous.
I
You're
know.
hella jealous.
So mine is when people act way overly apologetic about the most minor thing. So sometimes if you like... If you
Yes, Woods, L.
If you like turn a corner and there's somebody right there and they like almost bump into you, but they don't. They almost do, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was going too fast down this hallway. I should have watched where I was going." And you're
I thought
like,
he was talking about in a car, and I'm like, who does that?
you're just thinking, literally, this didn't need to be anything more than just whoops, and that's it. You didn't even need to apologize.
Oh, it's like a stranger?
No, I mean coworker or whatever. It can be a stranger. I'm just saying when the most minor thing happens does not require an ounce of sorrow or remorse or regret, but people are like, I cannot believe this happened. I'm so sorry. That's my peeve.
When I was in college, this guy came to talk to us about things like that. Like, that was one of the scenarios that he used.
Yeah.
And people, like, automatically do that to look for, like, it's okay, like, don't worry about it, so, like, they could just feel better
Like
about
fishing
themselves.
for...
Yeah, like, it's just, like, a natural reaction for us to do that, because we're, like, looking for someone to tell us that it's okay.
Right,
Interesting.
I understand that,
Validation.
because, or to not feel like a bad person.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say also people probably who, this is a dark place, but if you've been, like, abused or people, like, really came down partying for stuff, you would be so apologetic about everything because you would be
You don't want to set somebody off.
yeah, like, oh.
But what's worse, someone apologizing too much or someone not apologizing at all?
I mean, obviously, yeah, I would say not apologizing is
So why don't
always
you think of
worse.
that? And I'm just kidding.
I'm just
But
saying, just because something is not worse doesn't mean it's perfect.
You know what? You know what also sucks is when someone doesn't like take your apology. Like you may you bump into somebody and you're like, oh, I'm sorry,
And then they don't.
and then they just like walk away and you're just like, well, fuck you. I meant to bump into you. I hate that too.
There are fireworks going off outside,
Yeah,
so if you pick up on those,
Yeah, how come we're not watching those?
Because why would we?
Couldn't we see
Have
them?
you-
I bet we can.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen fireworks before?
No.
I don't think they're like the
What are
official
fireworks?
All right. Well, I'm going to assume that you said yes there, in which case
people.
you've already seen fireworks, so you don't need to watch anymore.
Are you a hater of fireworks?
I think I am. I used to
I
not
think you
be,
are
but
too.
every time it's like, let's go watch fireworks, I'm like,
Like, why? I've seen them before.
yeah, I'm always excited for it, but then we get there and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just fireworks. I've seen these.
I like to watch them. You know what it is? It's like you only get to do it once a year. But as I think about it, like, okay, but I get to do it once a year. My years, I can keep track of a little bit better now that I'm older. And be like, oh yes, this time last year I was doing this. Or whatever.
I do that.
So it's weird to think like, oh, I only get to watch that Christmas movie once a year. But yeah, you watch it
Yeah, I feel
once
like
a year when there are movies that I haven't seen in 5 years that I'm like, who gives a rat's ass about?
right.
But
Oh yeah, I feel like it's weird. The 4th of July, for some reason, that's always kind of stuck with me. And I think about it every year, and I'm like, next year it's going to be so much like I'm going to have my stuff together. I'm gonna, I don't know if it's
that's like
because-
your start over time almost, or your checkup
kinda.
time.
I don't know. I mean, me and Viv always did like stuff for that, and I remember the last time I was just like, no, this is going to be the last one.
Yeah. We have spent a lot of 4th of Julys together. Us. 3 at least.
Wow.
Have spent a lot
Yes.
of
We have spent so many holidays together.
You have. We all spent 4th of July last year together.
Yeah, that was the only one we spent together.
I know.
Yeah, but like
All of us, but
I
I
don't
spent
know,
a lot with.
I wouldn't want to go back home.
Mischief K, are you ready?
Or not. Up to you.
Ready or not, here I come.
I don't know. I guess I'll
He keeps grabbing that to the
guess I'll
futon like he has
just
a note under there that's gonna help him.
Just get it out of the way. Just get it over with.
I don't know. I guess in general, my peeve is like about guys and I don't know, I guess myself. Like, that sounds bad, but...
Like, how they treat you? Or how... I'm just trying to help you.
I don't know. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to tell the story.
You don't tell the story. So, okay,
So I'll tell the story.
I'm not going to tell the story, but I think what's happening is how people can convey so much emotion at one time and it be completely made up.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like to fake
Like
you
people
out?
who are
I
manufacturing
really want to
something.
hear the story.
Like out of thin
It
air.
feels that way, which... Okay, so I went on a date.
Woo!
Yeah.
Or...
Anyway,
hey, getting out there is cool.
Yeah, well, dating is cool, so yay.
like, it went really well. It felt really well. Then, like, afterwards, like, we sat in his car and, like, talked for, like, 2 hours, and then,
Well, I've never done anything for 2 hours in my life.
Shut up.
eventually...
We used to sit in the car and make out for 2 hours.
This is not about you.
I know.
Eventually, he was trying to explain to me that, like, he really wanted... Like, he really liked physical contact and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. Like,
What are you saying?
right? So, eventually he kind of, like, he scooted closer, and then, like, we made out for, like, 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know.
Mhm.
So it was really, it went really well, like, overall.
Good.
I felt like, and, you know, he was saying stuff like, can't wait for next time, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, we just didn't really talk after that. And it's been, like, I don't know how many days.
A few.
Like 2, 3?
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah. And we talked the day after, but it was because I texted him.
Yo.
But we talked for a little bit. And it's just confusing because
Yes. Okay.
we have a mutual friend who, like, set us up, kind of.
So it's not like he can just disappear.
Right. And
Ghost.
he told her that he thought it went well and he was interested and, like, he wanted to do something else. Just the whole thing is just confusing and it just, like, made me, I don't know, it made me feel like
Like something bad happened. Like you did something. That
I haven't done
Something wrong
anything.
with you.
Yes.
That's
He been fishing
Dating.
around for that the whole time, but you shot out all the opposite answers.
It's just, I don't know, because I feel like it happens all the time, and, like, I never make it to, like, date number 2, which is really, I don't know, some days I feel like I'm a catch, and then other days I feel like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Mr.
That's
Gay.
real.
That is dating life, and it really sucks.
But it's, like, it's just so much harder for me because
yes.
I'm gay.
Yes, I agree.
And it's, like, I can't just, like, I love you, but you don't understand because you have, like, 10 million guys, like, waiting at your door.
You sure do,
But
Chuck.
they're not waiting to date me. They're waiting to do me.
It's not the same, though, because I don't have a bunch of guys just, like, waiting to...
To do you.
You're right.
Thank you.
But the other double-edged sword of that is that I'm still, like, I'm going to give the guys that I don't find attractive a chance. I'm going to talk to the guys that say the nerdy things to me. Like, I'm not just going to turn them away because they're unattractive, or I'm not going to swipe left on them because whatever. Like, sometimes you have to...
Is swiping left the bad one?
Yes.
Sometimes you have to just do the thing and get it done with because you never know what you're going to find.
Also, is it possible that just maybe his emotional meter is full and it takes him longer before he's like, okay, now I'm ready for date number 2 instead of for you, it might be like almost...
But
I don't know. Because it's like,
I always thought it was the...
all of the signs pointed to
Yes.
the fact that he did really like
4
me.
and 5 days is a long time.
That is a
to
long
not
time.
meet
Yeah.
somebody. Because, like, if you know them, like, if you're really close with them or something, you're like, okay, I need, like, a little break, like, whatever, I'm gonna, like, go MIA. But, like, If you don't know them.
What's the longest we went?
Without talking to each
Yeah.
other, I don't think it's happened unless like you go on a trip.
Yeah,
with
like
your
it would
friends
be
for,
like, oh,
one
just so
day.
you know, I'm going to be
Yeah.
unreachable for blah blah blah. Yeah,
The problem is that dating in this time period it's not what it used to be. It's not the thing that we still think that it is.
Mhm.
Like dating to other people doesn't mean anything. Going on a second and a third date doesn't mean anything to anyone. And people are like, oh well, you shouldn't give it up on the first night because they're never going to want to see you again. Well, you could wait 6 months and have sex
And
with
have
somebody, and then they disappear.
And then you're really emotionally
Yeah,
invested.
I literally talked to this guy for an entire year. He spent a whole weekend at my house. Never talked to him again.
Oh. Can I ask how old this guy was? Or 20? Okay. Yeah, that's probably the problem.
Yeah, so I've usually found with like friends, gay male friends, that it kind of ends up being they only want to like do stuff and that's it. And like finding
But
an
I don't
actual
know.
person that-
It doesn't make sense because he's the one who initiated, like, we wanted to, like, he's the one that wanted to sit in this car and talk for, like, 2 hours.
And it sounds like
He's the one who
to-
wanted the kiss. He didn't want anything more than that. He didn't say he wanted anything more than that.
Mm.
He just wanted to kiss and cuddle, and then that was it. What was he getting out of that? He wasn't...
Maybe
Right.
that's his thing.
Maybe.
He could be a cuddle bandit.
Cuddle band. I love it.
I don't know what to tell you. But
I know, there's nothing to say because I already...
it's not you. I can tell you that.
Right.
Well,
Because you are a catch.
It feels like it's me at this point because...
yeah. It's like if it keeps happening and people keep saying that, you're like, well, something's like, what's up?
The only common denominator
Is
you can find is
Yes,
you.
I understand.
That's not true, though.
But it has to be true
It's
at this
not.
point.
It's not.
true
It's
at this
not.
point. It is. Because
They're not good enough for you.
There's something about me that just, I don't know, like,
Well,
guys see me and they're like, yeah, let's go on a date, but then once they, like, get to talking to me, they're like, oh, never mind.
It could completely turn around in like the one day. Like you could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know it only takes one person, right? I never really dated anybody before I met Mr. Red. Like, anybody serious. Like, they were all jokes. They were all just stupid. Again, like, yeah, same thing. One date, maybe a week, and then gone forever. And then you meet one, and you're done.
And sometimes, even if you don't like him, you gotta stick to him.
That doesn't. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
There are days.
Hey.
But the days are short.
Oh, awesome. Well,
And the nights
They're
are long.
only like 7 or 2 hours long, no big deal.
alright.
Huh? I guess I don't know what you're talking about.
Cool. Well, that
You
is
got it.
quite peevacious. Peevesome. Peevely. Yeah, good.
I
Sorry.
think we could spend a whole episode on that.
We could.
Yeah.
I'm just really sorry you're going through that.
Yeah, that sucks.
I understand when you think it's you. All I can tell you is I think you're great, and I don't think it's you.
Yeah, it's just the other people.
People just fucking suck.
They suck.
They do.
Ghosting is real. Like, you could be having a really great, like, intellectual conversation with somebody and then just
Gone. You've had
Yeah.
that.
It's dumb. It's weird, and I just people don't care. Especially if if any form of it is electronic, like if you're texting with somebody, if you're talking to them on any sort of an app, it's not real. It's not tangible. Like, it's just, you can delete the app and never worry about it again. Like, if you wanted to.
Have you ever done that to anyone? Anyone here?
I have.
Yeah.
Like, not talk to them.
Yeah,
Yeah, just.
I've completely done that.
I am.
But I also don't lead people on.
But yeah, I wouldn't do that. That's like,
Like,
I
somebody
wouldn't let
can
it
message
be,
me saying hi, and then I just won't respond.
Right.
But if
It's
you're.
as simple as that.
Have you ever initiated a conversation with anyone and then decided that you're just gonna cut
No.
them
Yeah,
off?
if it's not going
like
anywhere.
that.
yeah.
If like
it
if
just
they're like
dies.
short wording me or whatever, I'm not gonna fucking respond.
Right.
I don't know. I just hate talking about it too because it just feels like
Like everyone tells you it's gonna be okay.
that, and I just feel like it's annoying because like when I see somebody post something sad or like tearing themselves down on social media, I always like roll my eyes because I'm like, why do you have to put that out there? But then I feel like everybody else feels the same way.
Well, this is the Peeves section. That's what this
easy
is for.
to think that. I always think everyone thinks the same way I do, and Mr. Red tells me all the time. He's like, not everybody thinks that way. So not everyone thinks that, and I think you need to tell your friends how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And I know, like, none of us think that you're bad for telling us that or thinking that about yourself. I think it's completely normal. I think we've all done it.
I think we're all still doing it.
Yeah,
There's
seriously.
people that are doing a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Well, do we want to move on to questions?
Sure.
Cool. I'll start, I think, unless somebody else has something they really want to know. Guys, do you think that men and women can be friends?
No.
Cool. All right. Well, who wants to go?
Yes.
We were able to settle that. Yeah.
I can't believe you picked this question.
Wait, let's go all around yes, no, and then we can discuss.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Clever Girl says no. I say yes, or at least they
No,
should.
you can only pick one.
What's going on? Yes or
At
no?
this
Top of
point in
your
my
head.
life, I can't pick one. I don't know. I want to say no,
Which would be smart.
but
Carmen Sandiego,
Yes.
Mischief Gay,
Yeah.
Chocolate Thunder.
But it doesn't.
That was a sound.
She said yeah.
Barely.
How do you spell that?
That's the sound an airplane makes as it passes over the head.
That's just the Doppler effect.
Can I start this discussion?
Sure.
Please do.
Okay, so, well, first of all, we didn't specify if one of the two was a homosexual.
Yes, that's the sub thing.
So, but that's not super relevant in this conversation, obviously. But I feel like they can be if you start out with the friendship, like, premises.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can be friends if you start out like, oh, you're super cute, like, I want to talk to you, because then it's not going to work, because that's awkward for the other person.
I agree.
But at the same time, I guess, if you start out with friends and you've been friends for, 10 years, you could fall in love with each other. But I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's something that's going to necessarily happen to everyone.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I think the idea of, it's possible they could fall in love with each other is just a convenient, like, you are a heterosexual male and you are a heterosexual female.
So obviously,
naturally you're going to want to hook up with each other, and that's just
Well,
a
if
very...
you're friends, you have common interests.
Yeah, but...
And so that, I think, leads to that type of thing.
for some people, yes,
It can.
but for other people, no. So like,
I guess this is one of those points where I think everyone thinks like me, and I just never feel that way.
Right.
So,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, for the majority, no. I don't think that it's only worked one time for me, and it's still like, I don't know about that. But, every time I try to be friends with a guy, it's like they end up, like, they have a goal. Like, they want to make you their girlfriend. And if you decide you don't want that, then they...
see, and I'm on the other side of that. I'm never friends with a guy unless I'm the one that wants to do that. Or have been in the past.
It's just that,
So,
like, me and
men and women do it.
me and somebody are still friends.
Yeah, but that's dangerous because you two have had attracting conversations in the past about being attracted to one another.
Attracting.
I wanted to have a political stance on that.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's
I don't
playing
know.
with fire. I truly believe, but I don't know.
we're on the same page.
I just don't think you can, unless said one is homosexual. I honestly think that.
I mean, me and Alex are BFFs.
Yeah, we're BFFs.
We're probably not going to do the do, so.
Probably.
That's because I'm in the way.
Mischief?
I just think that they can.
Cool. That's an answer. All right.
This question infuriates me.
I think not only can they, I think they should, and the reason is
they
because
probably should.
when men talk to women, they do have this assumption, like what Kama said, that it's going to lead somewhere, and the reason for that is because men and women aren't friends. Because when men and women hang out, in men's mind, and my stance here is that men are the problem and why this can't happen.
Thank you.
Is because men have this assumption that something is going to come from this, instead of just saying, you are an interesting person that I like hanging out with, and we can talk about stuff, and then we can go our separate ways the way friends of the same gender do. And I don't see why it can't be like that, except for men just don't think of it that way. So, this is a PSA to men. Women are cool, be friends with them.
I have something to say about that. Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe I'm a little off it today. I don't know if this is a little unrelated or not, but
It's the hay fumes.
it is, honestly.
Hay fever.
Okay, so
Hay fever.
Which killed many people in the past. It's not a laughing matter.
like last year, my this guy I liked in high school, really the only one that I like dated, I guess, but he got a hold of me and was like, hey, how you doing? And asking, we were talking about life and stuff, like what we've been up to, etc. And he was like, would you like to meet up sometime? And I said, do you want to just so that we could like talk in person? And I was like, okay. So we did. It was fine. And then afterwards he was like, hey, he like texted me like a couple days later and was like, do you want to go on another date? And I was like,
That was a date.
that wasn't a date. So, but then I asked him about that. I said, well, I didn't really realize it was a date. And he's like, well, I figured since we got along so well that it would, it was. I was like, well, so you went into this not knowing if it was going to be a date and then decided it was going to be a date after you had a good time.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
It was like, that's not.
That's fucking shitty.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And I didn't have any, I wasn't going in to talk to, I broke up with him in high school for a reason, so,
I have just never had an interaction with a straight, coming up to me and being like that I either decided then, yes, I want to be around you because I am attracted to you, or no, I don't, so I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, but that example with that guy, he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did that, but he is a good person, and I know he's a good person.
It's because that's how men
But
think.
that was, I don't know. And no, that was not marine, whatever we call it.
No.
It was not
marine
the
biology.
marine biologist
No,
we've talked
yeah,
about
I
on
knew
this
you
show.
said that. Good question.
I think was it a good question?
Sure. I'm sure our audience will enjoy what we had to say about it.
I think that we should give it a try. Men don't automatically assume that women are into you just because they want to hang out.
I
or
guess
whatever.
women, you need to assume the same thing.
Yeah, women assume the same thing.
Whew.
Cool. Well, that was nice. Who else has a question for the party? Clever girl.
On the party.
Okay, well, since we're talking about people we find attractive, my question is, who is your celebrity crush or crushes?
Oh, we don't.
Oh.
Did we?
I don't know. I feel like I have my answers already, but that's fine.
I guess if we have, mine have changed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have a long list. I want somebody else to go first.
Oh, you want somebody else to go first?
Yeah.
You have to go first. You
No.
asked the question.
No,
Alright.
we do that all the time.
Someone else can go.
Alec Baldwin.
You like
Oh
Alec
my
Baldwin?
God.
I fucking love
totally
Alec
said
Baldwin.
that before.
You are
It
definitely
confused the hell out of me at that point.
That's the type you would go for.
Yeah, I love him.
Is there anybody else?
Alec Baldwin, Robert Downey Jr.
Ugh.
You have such a strange type.
Let's go with
The Rock.
Dwayne.
Well,
The Rock
Dwayne.
Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. He doesn't go by The Rock anymore.
Nick Jonas.
oh my god! That's the oddball.
People are
Do you know
so
Joe
different.
Jonas,
Who's
Kevin
he dating?
Jonas.
Priyanka Chopra. Nick Jonas.
Who's that?
She's like a
Can you say that name again, please?
Priyanka Chopra.
That name
Priyanka
is
Chopra.
awesome. I want to change
She
my
was-
name.
Adding it to my list.
Priyanka Chopra.
Priyanka
Priyanka.
Chopra. She was like an Indian actress, and now she's in that Quantico show on ABC.
Sure.
I've heard that show's good.
She's like internationally famous, whatever.
That's
she was
good.
at the royal
That's
wedding.
good.
She was
Drake.
Meghan Markle. Drake.
Like Drake. Man, you got a long list. I got a long list too, though. No shit.
All
Okay,
the
so-
all your lists are
That's
so
exact.
different.
Alright, so you like ugly men. That's the thing.
I feel like
Yeah.
I have a very strange taste in like
Alec Baldwin.
white
Yeah.
men.
You
My
do.
my taste in black men is pretty standard,
Yeah.
Stereotypical.
but like
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Cool. Initiative?
Will Smith. Is
Nice.
obviously at the top.
Yes, I remember you like it.
Oh yeah.
Who else? Jai Courtney. I don't think I know.
Oh, I do know who that is.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know who
was
that is.
Suicide Squad.
He was the Captain
He was
Boomerang.
What?
Oh, the
The-
one that died?
No.
The guy that was like really like
Coked out of his mind?
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
He was the one who had the boomerang.
Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
Daya Okani. He played Thresh in The Hunger Games.
Nope.
Anyone?
Oh, I do know who that is now. That you said that.
Scott Hoying.
Nope.
Yes, yes.
Pentatonics, the tall blonde.
Nope.
Yes, I know who he
I'm
is.
so sorry.
What's the Kardashian Scott?
Scott Disick. I think
What?
he's attractive, but he's a dick.
Oh no.
I think he's a dick.
This entire conversation is that scene from Jurassic Park where Laura Dern goes whoosh right over her head.
Yeah. Because, I don't know most of yours.
Yeah.
Good list. Any more?
Brandon Flynn.
No idea who that.
Oh, no, but what's his name? Ross Butler. The tall Asian.
Yes.
He was on Riverdale and now he's on 13.
Ugh.
Why?
I think
Yes.
he's so attractive.
Oh, I can't get on Instagram.
Anyway, I think that completes my list.
Cool.
Good list.
Yeah,
Very confident in that list. I like it.
definitely. Carmen
I'm
Sandiego.
trying to think of this Chris Evans.
Huh. Interesting. I never knew that. That's cool.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yep,
I don't know who that is.
totally get it.
Oh, Henry Cavill or whatever.
Oh,
yes,
Superman?
yes, Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
Oh my god.
Oh, like Superman?
Yeah, Man of Steel Superman.
And Blake
BBS.
Lively, because I love her.
I
Blake
love
Lively.
Blake Lively.
She's cute.
Oh,
Cool.
Jason Momoa.
Uh-huh.
Duh.
Duh. Aquaman,
Chris
his own
Pratt.
self. Chris Pratt?
Oh,
Wait,
I
wait.
will
yeah,
fight
which
you.
Chris Pratt?
Now Chris Pratt or then Chris Pratt?
Now
Skinny or fat?
Between Chris's.
Fit or fat?
I know.
Fit or
And
fat?
Jonathan
Chris or
Scott.
Pratt? Jonathan Scott, who's that?
Who's Jonathan Scott?
Oh, I saw
The
that.
Scott brothers.
Oh, from like the
Oh.
Property Brothers?
Property Brothers.
Oh, so you can like both
Wait,
of
which
them.
No, but only like Jonathan.
Is that the one that wears the flannels
Carpenter
or
guy,
not?
not the real
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why did I even ask?
Why did you ask? I don't know.
I don't.
And then there's one more, but honestly, I can't think of his name. So
So what's he
now
from?
I think it's
Michael
pretty
Jordan.
real.
I was like, I know.
What's he from? Maybe we can think of his name.
What's he from? This cowboy.
Is he a real cowboy
No,
or did
he
play
played cowboy in a
movie?
movie.
What movie?
I can't remember the name
Oh my
of it. I own it, and I can't remember the name of it.
Is it Brokeback Mountain?
No.
Is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Is it-
No.
Heath Ledger.
No,
No.
Heath Ledger.
Is it-
No, no,
What
this
the
one's
fuck did
super
you
like
say?
the one that's dating Miley Cyrus.
Liam Hemsworth.
Chris
Hemsworth.
One of them. One of them. Okay, the one that's in the
Thor.
movie and he acts like a cowboy who's riding both. That one.
I think it's Chris Hemsworth.
Timothy
That one's
Oliphant?
cute. Is he the one that's dating
No,
Miley
that's
Cyrus?
Are you sure? I thought Liam was.
Liam is dating Miley
Liam,
Cyrus.
yeah.
Okay, what's that movie?
Chris is
The
Thor.
one in
So Chris is Thor.
Thor.
Yeah, Chris.
Thor.
Hemsworth is
Yes,
Thor.
that's
As long
your
as
type.
That's a good movie.
That's
It's
your
not-
type. To a
It's
T.
not as long as it's not Luke Hemsworth.
Who cares?
I gotta say, Luke Hemsworth,
What was
I'm
he-
sorry for you.
What was he in recently that we were watching that we laughed at?
I don't
Yeah.
think he was in it.
Yeah, he was in
He's
something.
in Westworld, but you've not seen that.
No.
So-
He's in
Also,
something
I have a
else, too.
Pinterest page full of
Men that you like?
men.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I call it celebrities I like.
Mine's Hubba
I thought you were
Hubba.
talking about
Hubba
The Longest Ride. That's what I thought you were
That's
talking
really
about.
funny.
They're two different people.
Scott Eastwood.
So him
Scott
and
Eastwood.
Chris
Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, I haven't watched the movie in a long time. I thought that he played in that movie.
That's
But he's
understandable.
super cute too. So.
I'm ready for Alex's crushes. Are they going to be men or are they going to be women?
They're
Probably
gonna be
gonna be both.
all sorts.
I was hoping it was going to be an all.
that is the-
There's more men for that.
I own it.
I know that.
Now, I could have a long list. I'm just not thinking of all of them right now.
I'll help you.
And I'll remember later. But definitely Emma Stone is number one of all times forever. Emma Stone is the most beautiful woman whose name isn't Jodie.
Oh, that was really sweet.
But apart from that, I think there's a tie between the two Chris's, Hemsworth and Evans. I cannot decide between the two.
That's
of
what
them.
I thought was so funny. I think for
Chris
you,
Evans is
I think for you,
Incredibles
Evans,
or the
probably.
Fantastic Four.
It depends on.
I think
my
Hemsworth
mood.
is too manly for you.
No, I disagree.
Chris Evans is not anybody.
He's Captain America. Actually, he's the Human Torch, is what he is.
Yeah. First of all, also Snowpiercer. 20 mid to early 20s Marlon Brando.
Like Marlon Brando that got together with Rita Moreno.
Probably.
Oh my
Have you-
gosh,
have
I've
you-
never known that.
Have you ever seen
Like
Marlon
it's
Brando as a young
Three-Part Names
person?
Desire, Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
He got really fat.
Yeah, he did. He turned ugly real
That is
fast.
funny.
Also, Andrew Garfield has
Yes.
been a long running one. I haven't seen him in a while, but
I'm sure he's still fine.
yeah.
He just no.
So your taste in people are as ugly as well.
No, mine is all about the face. I don't care about personality and stuff. It's just all about face stuff and
butt stuff.
butt stuff. Oh, which reminds me, James Marsden.
Yes, I forgot
Oh,
he
yeah,
existed.
Yeah.
He is fun.
Like James Marsden in Hairspray.
Sure. He's
Yes.
also in Westworld, and he
James
has
Marsden
a
in the
nude
box.
scene, and I'm just
Oh yeah,
filing that away.
the cowboy space alien show. Is that what that is?
I mean, they're not space and
Robot-
not aliens,
robots.
they're robots.
Robots,
Yeah. Cowboy robots.
Cyborg.
Nice.
It rules.
Well, no,
I'm trying to think of more women just so that it's more balanced, but all I can think of is Emma Stone right now. There are definitely...
Kate Blanchett.
Oh, you know
That's
what?
my question.
Kate Blanchett is... She's a nice looking lady. I really
You are.
No,
you are
I'm
dead
serious.
Oh my god.
This is also a thing that you're very angry at me for, and I'm sorry, but I think Bryce Dallas Howard is really attractive.
I cannot believe you. We are done. I hate Bryce Dallas Howard
Bryce
so
Dallas Howard.
I
much.
don't even know who that is.
She's in
She was in Jurassic
She's
World.
the main...
Why? She's pretty.
No,
Yeah, she's pretty.
she's
Wait.
not.
You know what?
She has a permanent double chin.
Yeah,
Wait,
whatever.
the main one?
Yeah, the main character.
Yeah, the redhead.
She was also in Black
She's
Mirror.
also Ron Howard's daughter.
Wasn't
I'm
she
sorry,
also
Ron.
Oh. Yeah,
Daughter.
she is.
I don't like her mouth.
I don't like her everything. I don't like her acting.
You're hating on all of these.
I just hate Bryce
Oh,
Dallas
yeah.
Howard. I'll forgive the rest. I don't like Bryce Dallas Howard.
All right, how
So
about
now
that?
I can give my list.
Okay.
Because I didn't give mine.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know who is on the top. I'm gonna start with, because I watched him today, Hayden Christensen's on the top of my list. Because his teeth are just so gorgeous, and he is so tall. He's
Guys,
like 6'4".
Everyone, I know. This is the thing. She likes Hayden Christensen.
I love him.
Mhm.
Love. He's my screensaver on my laptop.
He is.
Everything. Then I'll also go Chris Pratt.
Now,
I like
then,
Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt in first Guardians of the Galaxy time. So when he just no. When he just got fit and he didn't have the ego.
Mhm.
That's that sweet spot of Chris Pratt when he still had morals and didn't leave his wife.
What's that?
Keep scrolling. He's got way better pictures than that. No, what? Yes.
There's too many Chris.
Are you looking up Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
Look up Hayden Christensen, episode 3.
With the long hair.
The long
I think
hair.
he's pretty cute.
That I
I
get
like-
with the long hair.
I also
Get it.
like Andrew Garfield is
Mm.
high on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cute with the long hair.
Yeah.
Not married too.
Anna Faris.
Anna Faris.
Anna Faris.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love
Not
her.
anymore.
Anna Faris.
They divorced?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Divorced
left her
her.
ass. He literally sucked all of the
Fame.
celebrity out of her
Yeah.
and dropped her.
He was like,
What?
I'm done with you.
Yeah, seriously. I seriously think that's what happened. Chris,
I love her.
I know you listen to our podcast.
Yeah, she's great.
The House Bunny.
House Bunny.
I know, but what does she do now?
There's so many
Nothing.
people in that
She's in
movie when you
Moms.
think about it,
Or Mom.
She's in Mom.
Mom.
including your favorite person. Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Ooh, Emma Stone.
Damn.
What movie?
I'm so mad
House
that they
Bunny.
broke
Oh, I didn't know she was in
up.
that. I gotta watch that movie.
I also like Paul Bettany,
Rumor Willis.
Paul Bettany. Paul
who was
Bettany's really
Vision,
cool.
and also that new villain in Solo,
Yeah.
and also in Wimbledon, which
Wimbledon.
is my favorite movie
Who cares?
besides Jurassic Park.
I need to know who Paul
Oh.
Bettany is.
I also like.
Mhm.
I also like Jeff Goldblum circa Lost World Jurassic
Thor.
Park.
Yeah.
Not Thor. Not Thor
Whoa, wait.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean this Paul Bettany?
No. Paul Bentney.
Oh,
Bentay. or
Jody.
B-E-T-T.
Jody.
No, that's not.
I don't think
Can I
this
see
is
your
any
phone
better.
for just
Oh.
Can I see your screen?
I almost forgot. And
Bentley.
This is an awful picture.
Yeah.
Everybody Google Paul Bentley and what's comma L is what
is who was
is
so
who-
confused.
Yeah.
No.
This is
Paul Bettany.
But I also forgot my
What? That's not better.
my OG crush is like Matthew Lillard.
I know, this is insane
Yes.
to me.
Matthew Lillard, like Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I love him, and I also love Freddie
like
Prinze
you find
Jr.
him really sexually attractive.
Yes.
The Shaggy from
No,
Scooby-Doo?
not as Shaggy. No, just
not
Matthew
as
Lillard.
It's fine.
Yeah, I could
Yeah, but
see
he
that.
could be gay
Totally.
as fuck, and I wouldn't bat an eye. Like, he
Okay,
seriously
so
could.
He's the voice of Joseph.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
And what does that turn you off?
No, that's what I just said. It wouldn't bat an eye.
He's married to Jennifer
Dang, he
Connelly.
old now.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
You like,
If you're
oh.
saying
Mm.
What?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, and for my female,
Sorry.
Mila Kunis. I
Oh,
love Mila Kunis
also Mila
so
Kunis, yeah.
much.
Ooh, Demi Lovato's my girl crush.
I'm gonna have to
Yes.
agree with
What did
Blake Lively.
who?
Blake Lively.
No, I mean
She's married to Ryan Reynolds, who was on nobody's list, surprisingly.
No way.
Yeah, he's
Ugh.
not.
Ryan Reynolds.
I think he's okay.
He's okay. He's okay, but
His eyes are a little close together.
I think
Okay,
Ryan
it's that
Reynolds.
one movie that he's in that just I can't ever
Deadpool.
think of him.
Deadpool.
No, I can't
The
think of
Family
him
Song.
differently. Ever since that movie, it was
Which one?
Just Friends. It's called.
Oh, I love that movie with
He's
Anna
so
Faris.
annoying. He's so annoying in that whole movie. I can't stand him.
It's because he has a fat suit on at the beginning.
No, it's the way he
Does he?
acts and his voice.
Gotcha.
That
I might
it's
just
so
do that.
annoying to me.
But that's a
It's
good
just-
Anna Faris movie.
I just don't like that movie at all.
Ryan Reynolds is one of those people that so many people say is incredibly attractive, and I look at him and I'm just like, I don't get it.
I know we're younger than the generation who was obsessed with Brad Pitt, but does anybody think
No.
Brad Pitt's
No.
attractive?
I mean, he's not a bad looking
Yeah,
guy.
he's not ugly.
I like him in, like, Ocean's
Mark
11.
Wahlberg.
I hate Mark
Get out of
Wahlberg.
here.
I like Mark
much.
Wahlberg.
I'm sure.
Wow,
I'm
very
sure
good.
nobody in our audience heard exactly.
Wahlburgers. What?
No, I think he's so attractive.
I hate him.
Why?
I think he's way
What
cute.
about him
What
is
is it?
attractive?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
The thug. What is it?
I don't know what it is. He
I
just
like that
is.
he's like a bad boy, but yeah, he's not.
Because he's not. Because he's a little bitch. Is what he is. Ugh, I
What
hate
about-
Mark Wahlberg.
What if Steve Buscemi acted like Mark Wahlberg?
I
Would
don't
you be
know all these
into?
things.
Steve Buscemi is ugly as best.
Yeah, he is.
I would like Steve Buscemi over Mark Wahlberg.
How could you even say that?
I mean, come on, Joe.
Because at least Buscemi has a good personality.
He does. He's great.
What is Steve
So does
Buscemi
Mark.
look like?
Look him up. You have
Yeah.
to.
He's got eyes for days.
You'll know him when you see him. He's very recognizable.
Eyes.
Wait, what is it
Literally,
again?
Steve, and then
Buscemi.
yeah,
Oh, and I like Jim
B-U.
Carrey too.
It'll fill in automatically.
Have you? You need to watch his documentary.
B-U.
I need to. I want to.
I
You'll
watched
know when you
most of it. It's
I know, right? No offense to Steve Buscemi, but
I
you
know
gotta
he
know.
looks crazy.
He looks like a skeleton.
why don't you like Mark Wahlberg?
Because he's ugly.
'Cause
His
he's a
face
bad
is
actor.
ugly, and he's a bad actor.
It's not bad.
He's
Yes,
bad
he
actor.
is. Have you seen The Happening? Have you seen The Happening? Have you seen The Happening?
It sounds scary.
It's
Have you-
awful.
it's not.
It's not scary at
It's
all.
not
and
scary.
It's stupid.
It's technically supposed to be a horror movie, but it's one of the
M. Night
dumbest,
Shyamalan.
worst movies.
That's when he started just
He is
crapping
not
out.
cute, Jody.
No,
I didn't
he's
say
not.
he was.
Everyone in
But
this
I would
room is
choose
saying
him.
that he's ugly.
I would choose him over Mark Wahlberg because
That's
I
what we're
hate
saying.
Mark Wahlberg
Hell
so
no.
much.
Wahlberg, what are you doing? Get some plastic
I like your
surgery.
brother Donnie way better.
No, because he's married to Jenny McCarthy and she's insane.
Well,
Jenna McCarthy.
I bet they're not married still.
I think they're married.
I think this just proves that everybody's tastes are just
So
Very
different.
weirdly different.
You guys like hated mine, most of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
Why?
I was fine.
Passionately.
I was fine with everyone except for Matthew Lillard. I think you're just wrong.
Oh,
about
you know
that.
who else I like? I like Alan Alda.
Oh yeah.
And Wayne Rogers.
Who
from
are you?
I know, I'm like,
Who
these people are like...
I'm like,
I didn't know any of yours, Mischief Gay. I knew one of yours.
They are great.
Oh, I recently saw a picture of like very, very early Brad Pitt, and I was like, if I squint, I could understand, but definitely not anymore.
No,
Not in this
I
day and
couldn't.
age.
Oh, I have another
We've
one.
moved on from you,
Was it
Brad.
Savan.
Troy Sivan.
Oh.
Now that's a name I recognize.
Yeah, me
Skinny,
too.
looks like a little kid to me.
Well, I mean, he's like my age.
Yeah, he's
I should have
But-
looked these up while you were saying
Mark
that.
Wahlberg is so cute. I don't understand.
I
I
do not
know.
understand it.
I love
It's insane.
Matthew.
Oh,
I know that's when you guys, like, have-
understand Alex's.
You don't
you don't or you
understand?
do? Which
I
one?
don't
Which
because
part?
they're just like your typical
Men? 'Cause-
white men.
I see.
Me too.
Like they look very like they're like very picture cut out.
Yeah. I like an attractive face. I don't care about
He
like
mainly looks at
personality
the
or
lips.
whatever. What's that?
I said he mainly looks at the lips.
Yeah, in the mouth area.
He seriously, like, I'll be like, what do you think of so-and-so? And he'll be like, their mouth is weird.
Yeah, the mouth's really ugly.
I
That's
think
what makes
it's
or breaks the
really
face.
funny how
That's funny you
Mr.
say
Reds
that.
are like,
'cause that
I just
girl
care about
has
face, I
ugly
don't care about
Which one? Who?
personality.
I
Bryce
know,
Dallas
that
Howard?
makes me feel really
Who's that?
bad about myself.
Emma Stone's mouth is beautiful.
Yeah, but he's
The
talking about
first
people
one
who
he said.
Bryce
doesn't
Dallas Howard.
know.
Yeah, she's not like up high on my list, but I think she's Bryce Dallas Howard.
Her mouth is...
BDH.
I think you just like her just to
No,
spite
I
me.
don't. I would acknowledge that if I did. Who else don't you like?
I mean, I can't think of anybody off the top of my
Putting
head.
pressure on you. All right, wow, that was a great question. We
BDH
really-
is on my list. Like, she's my, like, go-to when I'm like, I fucking hate
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Wasn't there that one chick in Star Wars that you didn't like?
Laura Dern.
Oh, yeah, Laura Dern. No, I just think Laura Dern just needs to stop. She just needs to stop. She's fine. I just don't think she needs to be in anything else. Give other people a chance. You peaked. You're done. Bye.
I want to talk about your irrational hatred of Cate Blanchett on another episode of the
She
podcast.
ugly.
She's not ugly.
ugly.
She's
and
not ugly.
I just don't like the way she acts. I think it's overacting, and it's not good.
You think that about every
Fair,
actor,
though.
though.
I do not.
Yes, you do. Bryce Dallas Howard. You think she?
Well, yeah,
overacts?
because she
All right,
overacts.
see, this is my point. All right, well, who else has a less divisive
I didn't
question?
mean this to be so hostile. I
I
just
know.
thought you guys would like good people.
We also like hate each other.
I have to go.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh.
You don't want to ask me a
Let me
question
ask-
real quick?
Yeah, real quick.
Why do you
As,
hate
as you're leaving.
Go ahead. Why do I hate?
Okay, so Ocean's 8 was just
Ooh.
released at the theater, so that's a female, not really a reboot, it's its own thing, of the Ocean's franchise. What's another franchise that you would like to see rebooted with an all-female cast, or like a version of a movie with a female cast?
I have the perfect answer.
What is it?
Indiana Jones.
Brokeback
That-
Mountain.
I-
I'm just kidding. That's just the first thing that came to my head.
That's
I don't
really
know
funny.
why.
That's a good
Are
one.
you guys, you have recycling, right?
Yeah, just leave it up there.
Yeah, just set down
Oh
and take
gosh,
care of it.
I don't know.
I would love to see an Indiana Jones movie where it's the exact same dynamic. It's just someone swashbuckling adventurer who's always suave and can handle himself or herself.
I want to be
But it's a
that
woman.
one.
Yeah.
You want to be
So it's a woman and the man is like the love interest?
Yeah, and the man's tagging along is like, I can help too. And it's like, yeah, sure you can, man. That'd be really cool.
I'm going to completely twist this question. I want to see a male-heavy classic Disney movie that's in the same style as
Like
a
a Disney
princess,
prince.
but
Yeah.
male-driven. Aladdin's kind of like that, so I kind of want more of that.
Hercules too.
Hercules.
Those
as
are
well.
just two
Yeah.
examples, but yeah.
Hercules 2, Electric Boogaloo.
There probably was one, Hercules too.
There probably was.
It's probably bad.
So that's
Anyone
my
else?
answer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of any movies without a paddle with all women.
Oh yeah.
That would be probably
That
not
would be
good.
so funny though.
Well, that would definitely
It would be really funny.
any Melissa McCarthy movie.
that it would.
Farewell.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
She's off
Thanks
to
for
another
stopping
part of the
by.
To
world.
another part of the world.
We'll never
Where?
see Carmen
Goodbye,
Sandiego.
Carmen.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Can you play insert that song? The theme
Sure
song
can.
now?
Probably.
Bye.
Cool.
That should be your
Happy
ringtone.
4th of July.
Bye.
You do.
Now that she's gone, let's talk about her.
No.
Remember the Titans with all women.
That would actually be really cool.
That would be
Powder
cool.
Puff. So, if you were to win an award on one of the award shows that's on TV, like the Tonys, the Emmys, Oscars, what is your ideal award that you would
And what for?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just go through them again? Tony is for stage.
It's for Broadway.
Broadway.
Emmys are for music.
Okay.
Oscars are for film.
And what's E is what?
And Emmy.
No.
No.
Emmy's for
Oh.
music. We just did that. Grammy. Grammy is for
If
music.
you're going
Grammys
to
for
win an
music.
award,
Emmys are for
Emmy's for
streaming.
TV. Emmy's for
award
television.
show, what is the award going to be?
I would want an Oscar
For what?
Acting,
for
writing,
acting.
Because you can get Oscars for like producing, directing.
For acting.
best screenplay in general.
Right.
For me, it'd be an Emmy for television, and it would be like best showrunner for a show that I came up with because I want to run a show one day, or a Grammy because I want to write songs, but
Write me songs. Let's do this shit.
I can't
Wait,
do
are we
it.
naming the actual like thing that we did?
Sure, if you want to.
What do you want? What do you want to when you're
Slash the remake.
Or the all-female Indiana Jones.
Or the all-female Indiana Jones.
Oh my gosh, funny.
You could even keep the
Swing
name
over
Indiana
those
Jones.
lizards.
Blech.
Gross.
That would be awful.
You know,
You're swinging
all
over them.
lizards.
You're fine.
They're not snakes. It's not a snake pit.
Whatever scares
yes,
you.
yes, it is.
I mean, it's a snake pit, but they didn't use snakes in the movie.
I mean, they did.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. They used the lizards.
There are some snakes.
Listen,
in there.
I just watched a documentary on Indiana Jones, and there's snakes.
Okay, Indiana Jones. I think it's the third one. Is it
Yeah, that's
when there's a snake pit?
No,
there's not a snake pit. It's like
Okay.
a bug pit. No, that's a rat pit in the third.
Okay.
Well,
third
in the
movie.
beginning of the
Which
third one,
I
there's
thought
a
it was
snake
the
pit.
third one.
Well, yeah, flashing back.
I
But
can't remember if it's the second or third.
in the first movie, there's
But whatever is the snake pit, it's not snakes, it's lizards that they used in the movie.
Where'd you get this information?
yeah, cite your
Like,
sources.
I seen it online.
Well,
But okay,
That's-
I'm gonna look it up and show you guys the
Okay.
legless lizards that they used.
Like, they call those.
yeah.
No, they don't. It's a lizard. It's completely different than a snake.
I'm done.
right.
I would want to win
Yeah.
either a Tony for Best Actress
Mhm.
or an Oscar for directing.
Yeah.
Or
Cool.
producing.
Cool. Something for singing. I want to sing and do good.
But you can sing and do well and get a Tony.
I could sing and get a Grammy or an Oscar for best song.
It's sad that like most of the public doesn't know what a Tony is. But the people who do know are the ones that you kind of want to know.
I think the people listening to this show are probably more theater based in general.
But we don't know that.
Yeah,
Probably
I don't know.
not.
Probably
I
not.
have some that watch this show.
This show?
Listen.
I mean, they listen.
Do they really? Cool. Hello.
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 Hey.
So what would you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
So, okay, in my perfect fantasy land,
She's like, I'd take all of them.
I would like to win the, what do they call it?
EGOT.
An EGOT?
Yeah.
I would love to win
the
EGOT.
hell is
Just
that?
one of everything.
Where you win
That's what I'm
one
saying.
of each award.
Oh.
I think there's only one person who's ever done
Who's
that
that?
twice, and it's a woman. And
I was going to say Hugh Jackman.
don't-
He'd probably get that.
I don't remember the name. Oh, did you prove it yourself right?
I proved myself right.
Okay.
It's all over the internet.
But they
I
also
don't believe that.
they also used snakes. They might have used both.
I'm talking about the snake pit.
Yes, you kept saying that. We
Just
know.
'cause- I guess I don't know what you're referring to.
I want to win for reprising Mama in Chicago or the
So revival.
the revival of Mean Girls, because I'm going to play Regina Linde. They're going to rewrite all her music in my key.
In alto.
And I'm going to be fucking the best Regina George that ever lived.
I bet you would.
That's it.
Cool. Well, that seems like that would drastically
Mr. J,
change that
did
character.
you say what you wanted? You're like, I don't care.
I don't know.
They should have one for dancing.
They do.
Yeah.
What is it?
You can win best choreography.
There's one for porn as well.
What?
I'm not directing that towards you. I'm directing that towards
I was
everybody.
literally going to ask, what's the porn awards?
Woodies.
The Woodies? I want to win a Woody.
Oh my gosh.
Like to win a Tony
With who?
for
Emma Stone.
for the revival of Rent. For Angel.
Oh.
Can I
That's awesome.
Can I help you revive that and be also win? It was
I'd want-
Robert Lopez
Can I
who
also
was the
be
first one
an
to win.
actor?
It's not a woman,
A man.
so I'm sorry. Sorry, women. You lose this one.
For my acting Tony, it would be for Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. When
I
you're
would be for the last
Adams.
5 years.
Ugh, I love that musical.
Why?
Last 5 years.
Said she likes
I
it.
love the music.
I love it.
The first time I listened to it, I was like, this is kind of like I wouldn't like to watch it on stage.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awful.
Mhm.
The movie was fine.
There was a movie?
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick and Jeremy James Jordan.
It was
Jeremy
recent.
Jordan. Yeah.
Jeremy
Jeremy
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Is that on your list?
The movie's better
I think
than the
he's
stage
better.
version.
I like his voice.
But the music, there's so many intricate things in it that you don't realize the first time around that you listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they all flow together and how pieces of this are pieces of that and they're in each other's songs and it's just
Well, that's like Phantom of the Opera.
it's not like Phantom of the Opera.
One does the same thing as what you just
I
described.
do love Phantom.
Me too.
But, like, I could never even be in it, so.
You know that I have a friend who has a friend that's playing the lady. What's her name?
In Phantom?
Yes, she's playing Christine in Phantom. And she still has to waitress and babysit to pay her bills.
Wait, on Broadway?
Wow.
Wow.
How does she have
What?
time to babysit? I guess like during the day.
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, I think
Good
we've
question.
answered everything there. A Woody is my answer. So
With Emma Stone.
With
That's
Emma Stone.
you're rude.
mhm. Who?
Emma's way too good for that.
I think she's ugly.
I like her
You're
as
crazy.
a redhead.
I'm
No,
also
I like her as a
crazy.
blonde. I take that back. I like her as a blonde.
I like her as a redhead.
I like her with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, me too.
Like I would watch that Woody.
So who has a question for the group?
Who has question?
I didn't have one originally, but that made me think of one.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, yeah.
Were you nominated and or did you win anything for like your like senior like awards or whatever?
Oh,
I was nominated for 5 things. I don't know if I'll remember them all.
but you remembered that there were 5.
I remember there were 5. It was
Damn.
most musical, biggest metamorphosis,
Wow.
That's a good category.
best hair I think I had. There were 2 more.
Like best dancer.
I
You
don't
weren't
know.
dancing then.
Did you have a
Maybe most likely to be famous. I don't
Yeah, that's a category.
know if
Usually.
that was it.
I was nominated and I won that. Most likely to be famous.
Yeah.
There was another one.
Now you're on a podcast, a
I
hit
don't remember what it was.
award-winning podcast. One day.
But
Yeah, none of us had a podcast.
Am I next?
Yeah.
Did you win any of
Going
them?
the other
Sorry.
way.
no, I was nominated for 5 to not
And didn't win anything. Ugh.
I was
Like-
nominated for a couple and I forgot what they were.
Huh.
But I think one was eyes and the other one was
Just eyes in general.
Like best eyes.
Eyes.
something or other, but I didn't win it. And then the other was most likely to be on Broadway and I won that one.
Nice.
Nice.
Did.
What about you, Clever?
I was nominated for best friends with my best friend in high school.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's super cute.
And we should have frickin' won.
But you didn't, I
But we
assume.
didn't.
I'm guessing.
I also was nominated for most musical and best actress, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't win either of those either. And I was nominated for most likely to become famous, and I didn't win that either. But in college, when I graduated from my program of dental assisting, we made up those awards too, and we voted on them. And I was voted most intelligent.
Really?
Oh, girl.
And I actually
That's
won, like, they give out an award for the person who has the best academics of that year, and I won that. So they voted right.
Yeah, that's cute.
You, sir?
Nope.
You can't remember to save your life,
No.
I'm sure.
I wasn't.
You weren't nominated for anything?
Nope, nothing.
Not even best actor?
Nope.
Why did Troy get it? Was Troy in your class?
I don't know who that is.
Fuck Troy.
Troy Barnes?
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Troy
Fuck him, though.
Trey.
Oh.
Trey.
Oh.
That's what I
Was
thought.
Trey in your class?
He probably would have
I
got
think he was
musical
younger
because he
than
did all that piano stuff. If
Yeah.
he was going to be one of them. He plays the piano like
They only let you have one.
yeah.
They only let you have one.
Do they?
I don't know, but that makes sense.
We all went to different high schools, so
Yeah,
it's
well.
not like it matters.
Well,
I think
you
most
should run
stylish was the
same
last one.
Most stylish? Because, yeah, you always wore vests.
Yeah. Remember the
I
best?
think it was most stylish.
Neat.
Well, I forgot
Biggest
that was not
Metamorphosis was probably the one that I liked the most.
that you wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted best friends, is what I wanted.
You were nominated.
I got the one
Yeah.
I wanted.
And I don't care what anyone says, being nominated isn't an honor.
As somebody who wasn't
I actually
nominated.
really, I knew I wasn't going to win anything
Strong
because I wasn't, in every single group. I
Yeah.
wasn't friends with every single person.
That's hard.
So the fact that I was nominated for 5 different things was alright.
Like, damn, people
actually
know about
thought
me.
Yeah, people actually thought about me, so.
Woods, L.
What's gonna happen?
Do you have a question for the group?
What? Okay, I totally did. Just hold on.
Hold on, slow down.
Slow down. You're going
This is a super, super stupid random question.
Good.
It
Please,
popped in
I
my
like
head
this.
while somebody else was talking.
Mhm.
What's your favorite color?
Hey, that says a lot about...
Is there... do you... First, there's... Okay. Do you guys watch YouTube?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Who is you... Who
Jenna
do you
Marbles.
find the most annoying?
Oh.
I went the other direction.
Jenna Marbles.
No.
Guys, is Fred still a thing?
He quit.
He quit?
I
When?
thought
How
Fred
long
was
ago?
Like a long
awesome.
time ago.
Wow.
Okay, there's this one that I've never watched. I've never went to watch
Oh, I
this
can't wait to
channel,
hear
but it pops up on my phone.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I have to think of her name because I try my hardest.
What does she look like?
She's English.
Oh,
Zoella.
No, I love Zoella.
Is it
It's,
Zendaya?
it's Kato Potato or something.
Kato Potato.
Oh my god, I hate her. I feel so bad for saying I hate her, but she's the most annoying person I've ever seen in my life.
Uh-huh.
She's so
What does
friggin'
she?
annoying.
What does she do?
God, she makes stupid random shit videos. That's what she
About
does.
what?
Yeah, but-
What do you watch YouTube for?
Okay, no, I watch YouTube, I love watching Zoella, but I haven't watched in a while. But, I mean, different,
Well, what do they
funny
do?
Stuff. This girl, though, I've never looked her up. It's just came across,
They just-
on the, when YouTube just plays.
No, I don't know what that
Okay,
means.
well, I put it on my TV, and I'll click on, recommended video, and then to have something playing in the background, then the videos will just go, and she
Are
comes
they
up.
vloggers?
Oh my god, this girl makes, I don't know, vlogs or videos or something, but it is
About what?
just random shit. There's
Pretty much all YouTubers now are either beauty gurus,
Right.
or they just make just random videos about just random things.
That's
or they have a
weird.
specific
Or they
thing.
make let's plays, video games.
Right, I
Yeah,
understand
that's what I spent.
that. That's what I'm so trying to.
I
are
watch
they
a lot
doing
of
beauty
I
or
watch
they-
a lot of people on PetTube, and they all pretty much stick to that genre.
Pet
But-
tube.
That's the thing.
Huh.
So
Okay.
I want to show you guys this girl
Okay.
because she.
Show us later.
I can show you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to see it though.
I don't know that I have anyone, because if I don't like someone's videos, I just don't watch them.
How's your feelings on PewDiePie?
Oh,
I hate
PewDiePie. He's less annoying and more just a terrible person, so
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
Face. I hate
that's-
face.
I guess PewDiePie, even though it's more like my feelings towards certain politicians, where I'm like, they're not annoying, they're more evil. And PewDiePie's he's not so evil, but he's just a douche. So I don't know. I guess that's closest.
PewDiePie?
Yeah, PewDiePie. He's the Swedish
gamer.
who said a bunch of racist stuff and was like, "Oh, I was just joking," and it's that's not funny. And he's just whatever, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. So he's a dick.
Literally everyone in Team 10.
Team
I don't know
10.
what Team 10
Is that a makeup thing?
No.
It's
I'm
like-
sorry, guys. I don't know anything.
You laughed because it's funny, but it sounded like it was clever girl. No.
I'm sorry.
They're just a bunch of YouTubers
They're
Jake
kind of
Paul and Logan Paul.
yeah, the Pauls. They're awful too.
Oh, I
Terrible
hate
humans.
them.
Yes.
I guess they're also annoying, but they're also garbage.
Terrible people.
But they like bring people into like their group, and they like live in a house together and stuff, and
Okay.
they're
Yeah, it's
all
just
just
like
like
Yeah,
this
Junior,
group of
I mean,
people.
of course it could be all made up drama, but like the last I knew, like the Logan Paul whole situation with
that wasn't
girl.
made up. Wait, what?
There was like a girl, and there was like in there, and he did some really crappy things to her, like
Oh,
publicly.
I didn't hear about that. I
don't know
heard
about
about
this.
I heard
His
about
girlfriend.
Suicide thing.
the Suicide Forest.
Yeah, Suicide
what the
Forest.
hell?
Yeah, he like literally
what the
like
hell?
there was somebody hanging in the Suicide Forest. They went
Yeah.
into the Suicide
In-
Forest and
somewhere
they
in- is
recorded it.
Japan, or is it?
And they were like,
Yeah.
making fun of
Where-
it.
Yeah, they were like
basically there.
laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went into this forest, but what? To find somebody. Because it's a thing that people go there and they hang themselves. And they purposely went in there looking for that, found it, and made a huge video laughing. Rolling on the floor, laughing.
And then
Backfired.
I guess they like apologized because they got such negative reactions, but then they like monetized the apology video, so it's like everyone who watched that, they were just like raking in money, so it's
Yeah.
like they didn't really care about
How
it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but this all sounds awful.
Yeah, it's just bad people
How
doing
can
bad
you
things.
Yeah, I watch beauty gurus and stuff like that on
Is there
YouTube.
any that you're just like, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about? Or guy doesn't know what she's talking about?
I hate James Charles.
James.
Okay, I hate James Charles. James Charles, Manny MUA.
I like Manny.
I don't like Manny. Jeffrey's okay.
Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
He's a racist bastard.
He is racist, but
Yeah.
But there
but-
should be no but.
no, there's no but. So I don't like him. But when he
I didn't know that about him.
collabs with other people, I like watching those videos because usually it's people I like.
It's funny that he like had that big controversy thing because like for a while I was watching his videos I just sit and watch him, and he has a black girl like in his PR team or whatever, and he would like do swatch videos on her, and then all of a sudden he's racist and never saw her again.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite is Jackie Aina. I love
don't know who
Jackie
that
Aina. She black, that's why.
YouTube is such a weird place where things can be so segmented. Like everybody here is saying, "Oh, all this stuff," and everyone else in the room is like, "I've never heard of them." So I'd like to take this opportunity to plug two shows a series that I watch. One is called Real Life Lore, which is really interesting science and geography stuff where they talk about like history and like what was the biggest volcano ever and how big can earthquakes be and what would it take to blow up the moon, stuff like that. And then there's a series called Crash Course where they talk about stuff like history and everything,
I'll
but
give you a crash course.
kind of, yeah. They talk about like they have a huge range of topics and they have like multiple episodes for each like topic. And right now I'm watching their world history series, and it's just teaching from the dawn of time, and here's how humans have evolved over the years, and here's how capitalism came about, and here was the American Revolution, all this stuff.
What's that one called?
Crash Course is the channel. World History is that specific one. And they have all kinds of stuff. They have, like, history of film. They have, like, calculus, Crash Course in calculus. Just all kinds of awesome philosophy.
Well, the only things I use YouTube for is to watch pimple popping
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
Gross.
and
yes,
to
gross.
look up crocheting techniques.
Less gross, but still ish.
Literally that. Sometimes I'll like look up some stuff on succulents, but I mean that's about it.
I want to plug a YouTuber,
Do it.
Amelia Fart.
All right.
Have you guys heard of her?
No.
I've never.
She's
heard of it.
literally the funniest. I don't know, like she has like 300,000 subscribers or
Me
something.
too.
can I
But-
add in one? Oh, sorry.
What does she do? Is she just
She
funny?
literally she's this lesbian who
I'm on board already.
she wears like a boa and like a tiara, and like she makes like a this big like shawl thing out of a blanket that she wears it all the time, and she purposely has like this hideous makeup,
Uh-huh.
and she literally makes videos just being fucking weird. Like
I
she's just
tried
fucking
to-
weirdo.
Yeah.
I
What
looked
about
her up.
Liza
I tried to
Koshy?
watch one of her videos and I couldn't because I could not understand what the fuck was going on.
See, I
But it's so
I
funny.
cannot stand that.
No, it's literally the
she's-
funniest thing.
She's frightening.
No, she's hilarious.
Frightening.
I love her.
What I like most
Amelia Fart.
I
Look that
love
up.
watching really bad pimple popping videos and then going and reading the comments because people are like, "Oh my gosh, just get under there!" Or like, "Have you washed your hands today?" Or like, "Why don't you wear gloves? That's totally MRSA." Like,
Whatever,
I love
Okay.
reading those comments.
What about Liza? Is it Koshy?
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 Yeah.
The black girl.
Oh my god.
The mixed girl.
She's the
What does she-
funniest
She's really
thing
funny,
I've ever.
too.
Man, you guys spend a lot of time on YouTube.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
I
They're
always
just
watch
everywhere.
YouTube.
Collectively,
If I'm at
we
home, I'm
have,
watching
yeah.
YouTube.
I mean, that's what
Oh
most of my time
no,
is spent.
she's so funny.
Her and her boyfriend broke up.
I know. I watched the video and it made me almost cry.
Me
I didn't watch the
I
video.
got invested in their relationship.
I don't like follow her because I use YouTube to watch makeup and clothes stuff. So yeah, there's a whole other world.
I
out
just
there you
not
don't know
watching
about.
it. I'm working.
Some of my favorites.
You
Jenna
working too? How you got
Marbles,
time to watch
Jenna
YouTube?
Marbles.
Because I watch like one video a day.
Well, that's good.
Wow. Oh, Shane. Obviously,
I like
love
him,
him
yeah.
and all of his
They're
his
you know, I didn't like them years ago when I started watching them, and now I love them.
Like I didn't like him before, like when it was just him, but now when he's like with his friends, like I
Right.
love watching.
I
those
did
videos.
watch
it's
like a
funny.
30-minute video on how to like work the Cricut machine that I have.
Oh my god.
You have a Cricut?
Yeah, the Cricut Explore Air 2. Look at this. I'm so special. I know, I got one
You
for
like
Christmas.
Graveyard Girl?
We should be making all of
Love
I
them.
do
Graveyard
now
Girl.
because
I love
Shane
her.
like made this whole like video about her,
Ooh.
like this
But-
whole video series about her. So then I went and checked her out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Cool.
She's so cool.
Yeah,
Anyone
cool.
else have a question?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I said we're gonna make it a fast one.
Dang.
That's why I was talking so fast. All right, thank you for listening to Peeves and Qs. If you want to listen to more episodes, you can check us out at this feed, which we're doing right now. Also, MrRedProductions.com. That's technically a thing. You can go to it, I guess. If you want to email us questions,
Please.
please do. You can do that at peevesandqspodcast@gmail.com, or you can shoot us a tweet at Peeves and Qs.
Or like us on Facebook.
Or like us on Facebook, which is
Or
also
add me on
Peeves and Qs.
Snapchat.
Or add...
Find me at gay.
Me at the gay.
Find me
Ba-
at
ba- ba-
gay.
ba- ba.
I am
At gay on Twitter.
I am at Mr. spelled out the long way, Red 2342. That's at Mr. Red 2342.
That's it.
Bye.
No, we're not doing that.
Dang it, I was joining in.
Oh,
Me
too late.
too.
I cannot believe you like Mark Wahlberg.